Some cities don't just look good, they romance your soul. The South is home to places so stunning, they make Napa look average and Venice jealous. Did you know one southern gem has more antebellum mansions than anywhere else in America? And costs less than half of Miami? So what makes a city not just livable, but heartbreakingly beautiful? Is it the moss-draped oaks, the riverside sunsets, or that perfect mix of charm and chill? Today, we're diving into 10 most beautiful southern cities where every street feels like a movie set. Number 10. Natchez, Mississippi. Natchez isn't just a city, it's a full-on southern love letter written in brick, oak, and river mist. Sitting high on the bluffs above the Mississippi River, this small but mighty city was founded in 1716, making it 2 years older than New Orleans. That's not a fun fact. It's a jaw-dropper. With just around 14,500 residents, Natchez may not be sprawling, but what it lacks in size, it delivers in soul. This city cradles over 500 antebellum homes, making it one of the most concentrated collections of pre-Civil War architecture in the US. That's not a stat, that's architectural time travel. Here's the kicker. While the scenery looks like $1 million, the median home price here is just $140,000. In LA, that won't even buy you a parking spot, but in Natchez, that might get you columns, porches, and river views. The cost of living is a full 23% below the national average, which means your dollar doesn't just stretch, it does backflips. And yet, you're living inside a storybook where every street whispers history. But Natchez isn't stuck in the past. It throws massive heritage festivals like the Natchez Spring Pilgrimage, where thousands flock to tour those iconic homes. It's not tourism, it's time travel with mint juleps. And when the sun sets over the river, it's pure magic, like someone dimmed the world just to let Natchez shine. This isn't just a city, it's a southern mood with zip code, a place where cobblestone charm meets affordable living, where history breathes and the future feels gentle. Natchez doesn't shout, it doesn't need to, it smiles, winks, and waits for you to discover it. Number 9. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Hot Springs isn't just a name, it's a natural promise. Tucked into the Ouachita Mountains of central Arkansas, this city of around 37,000 people is built on top of something incredible. 47 naturally heated springs bubbling up from the earth at a toasty 143 degrees Fahrenheit. Yep, the ground here literally sweats out warm, mineral-rich water that's been soothing humans for centuries. First the Native Americans, then gangsters, ball players, and now wellness seekers from across the country. Where else can you soak in history and actual healing water in the same bathhouse? Back in the early 20th century, Hot Springs was like the Las Vegas of the South. Al Capone even had a favorite suite at the Arlington Hotel. And the mob ran the underground casino scene while baseball legends like Babe Ruth came here for spring training recovery. But today, it's less gangster hideaway, more charming retreat. You can still bathe like it's 1920 at the Buckstaff or Quapaw bathhouses, both set within the only national park inside a city in America, Hot Springs National Park. That's right, the park blends seamlessly with downtown's historic buildings. It's like living in a museum that feeds your soul. What about cost? You'd think being wrapped in mountains and national treasures would cost a fortune? But nope. The median home price here is just $190,000, and the cost of living is a whopping 21% below the US average. That's wellness without breaking your wallet. Add in crystal clear lakes, scenic drives, and Garvin woodland gardens. Imagine a forest kissed by fairies. And you've got beauty that balances mind, body, and budget. Hot Springs isn't trying to be flashy. It's therapeutic, artistic, and low-key magical. It's where your stress melts away, literally, and your weekends feel like warm water flowing between the rocks of life. It's not just a beautiful city, it's a full-body exhale in city form. Number 8. Charlottesville, Virginia. Charlottesville isn't just beautiful, it's the kind of city that feels like it was curated by someone with impeccable taste. Nestled at the edge of the Blue Ridge Mountains, this Virginia gem wraps nature, history, and intellect into one incredibly scenic package. Picture golden autumns that look like oil paintings, vineyards stretching across the hills, and sunsets that spill pink fire over Thomas Jefferson's Monticello. That's right, Charlottesville was literally home to Jefferson, and his legacy still echoes through this small city of around 45,000 residents. But don't let the size fool you, this place has a pulse. It's a rare blend of high culture and natural chill, where a hike in Shenandoah National Park is just as common as catching live jazz on a Friday night. And then there's the brainpower. The University of Virginia, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, adds both energy and elegance to the city. The median household income here is around $66,000, while the city's unemployment rate hovers below the national average, making it both smart and stable. The median home price in Charlottesville is about $400,000, which may sound high until you realize what you're buying into. Walkable neighborhoods, historic architecture, top-rated schools, and a quality of life that feels tailor-made for the good life. It's a city where you can sip local wine in the foothills, then stroll downtown for artisan coffee or indie film. Charlottesville is where Southern charm meets mountain magic, with a touch of Ivy League sparkle. It's not flashy, it's sophisticated, warm, and quietly stunning. If cities were people, Charlottesville would be that effortlessly cool friend who reads philosophy, hikes trails, and throws the best dinner parties. Number 7. St. Augustine, Florida. St. Augustine isn't just old, it's the oldest city in America, founded in 1565, long before Plymouth Rock even entered the chat. But here's the wild part, it doesn't feel ancient, it feels alive. This Atlantic coast city glows with cobblestone streets, horse-drawn carriages, and centuries-old Spanish architecture that somehow pairs beautifully with palm trees and ocean breezes. It's like Europe kissed Florida and gave it character. With a population just over 14,000, St. Augustine offers something rare: small city intimacy with global-level charm. And it's not just for tourists. Locals get to live in a literal time capsule surrounded by Castillo de San Marcos, 17th century churches, and lighthouses older than most US states. But the vibe isn't stuck in the past, it's buzzing. Think: live street musicians echoing through alleys, weekend farmers markets, and the kind of indie restaurants that make you want to Instagram your dinner. Let's talk affordability. Despite its fame, the median home price is around $390,000, less than Florida's more chaotic cities, and the cost of living sits roughly 5% below the national average. That's oceanfront charm without the Miami madness. Plus, St. Augustine's weather is a dream. 0 snowfall, 223 sunny days a year, and winters that barely flirt with the 40s. And the beach? You've got St. Augustine Beach, where sunrises look like they were painted just for you. Paddleboarding, dolphin sightings, and sand between your toes are part of the lifestyle, not an escape. St. Augustine isn't just a place. It's a mood, a heartbeat, a postcard you get to walk around in. History lovers, beachgoers, and romantics all find a home here. If cities were music, St. Augustine would be a Spanish guitar riff playing softly under a golden sky. Number 6. Franklin, Tennessee. Franklin is like Nashville's charming cousin who prefers front porch swings to bright lights. But make no mistake, this city is a showstopper in its own right. Located just 21 miles south of Nashville, Franklin blends old-school Southern elegance with modern-day cool. With a population of around 87,000, it's the kind of city where Civil War-era brick buildings house indie boutiques, coffee roasters, and live music that rivals anything in Music City. This city isn't just pretty, it's wealthy in every sense. Franklin is one of the most affluent cities in Tennessee, with a median household income of $106,000 and a job market driven by healthcare, tech, and corporate headquarters. But the lifestyle? Pure comfort. Its historic downtown was named America's favorite Main Street, and walking through it feels like time travel with better food. Yes, it's got roots, battlefields, mansions, and history tours, but Franklin's not living in the past. Locals enjoy festivals like Pumpkin Fest and Pilgrimage Music Festival, blending small-town charm with big-time culture. The median home price is about $730,000, which reflects the high quality of life and growing demand. You're paying for safety, scenery, and Southern hospitality turned up to 11. Plus, with rolling Tennessee hills and scenic drives just minutes away, it's a dream for anyone who loves fall leaves, antique shops, and slow Sunday mornings. Franklin doesn't shout, it smiles, it sings softly. and it welcomes you into a life that feels like home from the moment you arrive. Number 5. Charleston, South Carolina. Charleston doesn't just have charm, it invented it. With its gas lanterns, cobbled alleys, and pastel-colored homes, this coastal city is like walking through a watercolor painting. Home to 156,000 people, Charleston is where colonial elegance, waterfront vibes, and high-end Southern living meet. This is a place where brunch means shrimp and grits on a shaded piazza, and your morning view might just include a horse-drawn carriage trotting by a 200-year-old church. Charleston oozes history, from Rainbow Row to Fort Sumter, where the Civil War began, but the city is far from frozen in time. The median home price here is around $540,000, and while it's not cheap, you're buying into walkable streets, ocean breezes, and an unbeatable lifestyle. With 230 sunny days a year and beaches like Folly and Sullivan's Island nearby, locals live like they're always on vacation. Charleston also ranks high on national lists for foodies, thanks to its world-class seafood scene, and it's one of the fastest-growing tech hubs in the South. The median household income sits around $81,000, and it has a job market that's steadily expanding. Charleston's magic is emotional. It hits you in the smell of jasmine on a spring evening, in the hush of Spanish moss hanging from live oaks, and in the slow drawl of a neighbor saying hello. It's a city with soul, style, and just enough salt in the air to make you never want to leave. For anyone dreaming of a beautiful life wrapped in warmth, tradition, and charm, Charleston is the gold standard of Southern living. 4. Wilmington, North Carolina. Wilmington is where ocean breezes meet cobblestone charm, and where every sunset feels like a movie scene. And fittingly, it is a movie town. Known as Hollywood East, Wilmington has hosted everything from Dawson's Creek to Iron Man 3, thanks to EUE/Screen Gem Studios. But the real star? The city itself. With around 120,000 residents, Wilmington blends historic elegance with beach-town energy in a way that feels effortlessly cool. It's perched between the Cape Fear River and the Atlantic Ocean, offering double the waterfront charm. You can sip coffee in the historic downtown River District, then catch the sunrise at Wrightsville Beach just 15 minutes away. And this isn't just scenery for tourists. The median home price is around $390,000, and locals enjoy a lifestyle many pay double for elsewhere. The cost of living is about 7% below the national average, making it one of the more affordable coastal cities in the South. Wilmington also boasts over 215 sunny days a year, a thriving art scene, and vibrant festivals like the Azalea Festival, where flowers bloom and Southern culture bursts into full color. There's a youthful vibe here too, thanks to the University of North Carolina Wilmington, which brings energy, creativity, and growth to the economy. Wilmington doesn't scream luxury, but it delivers it quietly through sunlit boardwalks, Southern hospitality, and salty air that makes stress disappear. Whether you're drawn to film, fun, or freedom by the sea, Wilmington is a city that steals your heart without even trying. 3. Aiken, South Carolina. Aiken feels like a hidden treasure wrapped in oak trees and southern grace. Tucked in western South Carolina with a population of just 32,000, this charming city has long been a retreat for America's elite, especially those with an affection for horses. In fact, Aiken is world famous for its equestrian culture with polo matches, training grounds, and Hitchcock Woods, one of the largest urban forests in the country, spanning over 2,000 acres. But this city isn't reserved for just the horsey crowd. It's also surprisingly affordable, with a median home price of about $270,000, and the cost of living sits nearly 15% below the national average. That means you can live a high-quality lifestyle, historic homes, tree-lined streets, and vibrant arts festivals without draining your wallet. And the vibe? Utterly peaceful. Picture front porches, rocking chairs, and neighbors who actually wave hello. Aiken's history shines through its preserved downtown, where antique shops and bookstores nestle between cozy cafes and jazz-filled bars. Every detail seems to whisper elegance, from the old gas lamps to the horse-drawn carriages. Yet the city isn't stuck in the past. It's thriving thanks to a growing retiree population, a strong local economy, and excellent public services. With mild winters, sunny skies, and azaleas that explode in spring, Aiken feels like it was made for slow living at its finest. But don't confuse slow with boring. This city has soul. Whether you're exploring art galleries, riding trails, or just sipping sweet tea under moss-draped trees, Aiken wraps you in beauty and refuses to let go. 2. Savannah, Georgia. Savannah doesn't just look like a movie set, it feels like one. From the moment you set foot in this iconic city of nearly 150,000 people, you're wrapped in a moody, magical vibe that blends elegance, mystery, and centuries of Southern storytelling. With its 22 historic squares, Savannah feels like a living postcard. But unlike a postcard, you can actually live here, and trust me, people do. And they never want to leave. The median home price is about $320,000, which is shockingly reasonable for a city this stunning. And with a cost of living about 9% lower than the national average, your paycheck stretches further without sacrificing lifestyle. You're getting gaslit streets, wrought iron balconies, and waterfront walks along River Street, all without breaking the bank. Plus, the job market is quietly buzzing, powered by tourism, healthcare, and logistics from the nearby port, one of the busiest in the Southeast. But Savannah is more than pretty facades. It's soulful. It's the midnight scent of blooming jasmine. It's jazz spilling out of a candlelit bar. It's artists sketching under oaks and locals swapping stories over shrimp and grits. The city has preserved its roots while embracing progress, with Savannah College of Art and Design (SCAD) bringing a constant flow of creativity and youth to the historic landscape. Want access to the ocean? Tybee Island is just 20 minutes away, where dolphins play and beach chairs line the shore. And the climate? Mild winters and 216 sunny days make outdoor living practically year-round. Savannah doesn't beg for attention, it mesmerizes you. It's where every building has a backstory and every moment feels cinematic. Living here isn't just beautiful, it's poetic, mysterious, and utterly unforgettable. First, Beaufort, South Carolina. Beaufort is the kind of place that doesn't shout. It sighs softly, sweetly, and with soul. Nestled along the Sea Islands of South Carolina's coast, this small city of just 13,000 residents is pure Southern serenity. But don't let the size fool you. Beaufort is a heavyweight in charm, history, and cinematic beauty. It's where movies like Forrest Gump and The Big Chill were filmed, and one walk under the dripping Spanish moss, and you'll understand why. What makes Beaufort truly magical is how it merges water, history, and art in one seamless flow. The Beaufort River, marshes, and Atlantic breeze give the entire city a coastal glow. You're not just near the water, you live with it, breathe it, and watch the tides change your mood. With a median home price around $400,000, Beaufort offers waterfront living without the Charleston price tag, and the cost of living is 6% below the national average, which means you're paying less to live in what looks like a Nicholas Sparks novel. Beaufort isn't some plastic resort town. It's rich with Gullah culture, low country cuisine, and deep American roots dating back to 1711. Its downtown historic district is one of the oldest and best preserved in the South, where antebellum mansions meet working art galleries and shaded cafes. The vibe is quiet, creative, and deeply local. It's not about flash, it's about feel. And let's not forget the lifestyle. Kayaking at sunset, oyster roasts in winter, art walks in summer. Beaufort lives slow but with purpose. It's also consistently ranked one of the best small towns in America to retire, thanks to its mild winters, walkability, and rich community life. Beaufort is a love letter to the South, written in marsh light, framed by live oaks, and delivered with heart. It's not just the most beautiful southern city, it's a place that lives inside you forever.